Hello ladies and gents, welcome to my channel, Nita's Colada 7-in-1. My name is Trixie and I'm going to be doing a tap in all energy reading. Please only take with messages that resonate. But before I start this reading, I would like to address a particular topic real quick before I hop into the reading. Now, for some of you out here, for those of you that are tarot card readers and you are spiritual and things like that, we got these witches running around here doing stuff. Now, anybody that know me know I do not claim to be a witch. I don't do no witchcraft, but I do research on what's going on. And the reason why I do research on what's going on, because anybody can say, how do you fight what you don't know? How can you combat what you don't know what you're going through? And nowadays, we got people practicing witchcraft and doing Wiccan and pagan rituals on people in order to promote sacrifices for dead spirits, for demons, for ghosts. And I wanted to show you guys this book because I'm not no witch, but there are witches that are using this. And if you look in the back of the book, they're using astro projecting, clairvoyance. Like, we got witches over here that are practicing and doing stuff to people. Yeah, I'll hold it up a little more so you can see the list. And this is the title of the book. So we got witches that are practicing rituals and that are doing things and trying to project that on to other people. Now, for some of you out here that's into reading energy, you got witches and people that would say, oh, well, by you reading tarot cards, you doing witchcraft. And I had to do a little thorough research, like, hold the fuck up. You got real witches out here that are using tarot cards as the divination to try to communicate with the dead, to send dead spirits and do evil stuff and do rituals. Like, I'm going to show a picture or two out of this book. But I wanted you guys to see this because I think it's unfair to people that read energy or people that are spiritual. And I also wanted people to be aware, like, we got witches out here astro projecting that are messing up people's lives and sending things to them. And they're accusing them of things that they are not practicing. So in this book, if you notice, and I'm talking about we got men and women witches. This is what they're doing. They making dolls. You understand what I'm saying? They're wearing that little pentagon thing and stuff like that. And I'm sharing this because I think it's unfair that if you in the tarot and a witch decides to astro project or use clairaudience or did some type of ritual, and some of these witches is using cakes and biscuits now for these rituals in order to conduct certain ceremonies that be used upon you, that is a problem. The same way in here they talk about the Book of Shadows. I don't know shit about no Book of Shadows. Now, for those of you that don't know me, I do curse in my readings. If you can't deal with that, then maybe this is not the time for you to tune in to my channel. But I wanted to share this because I'm like, I don't do nothing from the Book of Shadows. You understand what I'm saying? And we got people that are practicing, that are doing second degree initiation rituals in people, and people are using witchcraft and sex. So some of the rituals, like let's say somebody wanted to send something to you or do something, it's called witchcraft and sex. So somebody is now doing a ritual or some type of Wiccan or pagan ritual or astro projecting using witchcraft and using sex. Some of these witches practice things and do things to where, like, you're not aware of it. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, for those of you that are tarot readers, these witches will turn around and people will say, you a witch, and there's real witches out here doing real stuff. And they're using drugs, blood control, dance rituals, spells, invoking the goddesses, like doing things to astro project the body. They're using wine, incense. And I'm sharing these things because, see, most people don't believe something until it really happens. And I'm the kind of person, like, I don't practice none of this, But I like to get an idea, or at least be aware of like where something could be coming from. Because see, sometimes things are happening to people and it's like you don't know where this is coming from. And if you can catch the pattern of a behavior, whether it's a witch, a dead spirit, a ghost, or entity, you will then wake up and know like, oh snap. Not saying you're going to find out the exact ritual or what somebody did to cause you imbalances. And it could have been a man. We got men and women that are doing this. So for some of you out here, somebody is definitely praising the other side. And these witches, like for some of you out here, there's a witch where like their grandfather, they people, they use the book of shadows in order to do things. And if you see the altar that's there, anybody would say, how the hell do you fight that? How? So that's why I look at people and I'm like, you judging somebody off of tarot cards? But you ain't worried about that altar? Do you see it? And these are what these witches is doing. You understand? And I'm the kind of person, like I said, I don't practice it, but I like to have the knowledge of it. Because see, if you don't have knowledge of something, you don't know. So now you got people out here that would try to pinpoint and say, oh, you doing this, you doing witchcraft. It's like, no, boo-boo. There are people that are really doing witchcraft and astral projecting and using sex, magic, and candles, and doing rituals with real people. And I'm talking about men and women are involved. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, you need to pay attention and be aware that here we go, we got witchcraft and sex. Because from what the book was breaking down, that most witches deal with men and women polarity. So I wanted you guys to be aware of it, you know, because what goes on is that for those of you that don't practice it, you got people that like, for those that study like demonology, like they study different types of demons and know like, okay, you got this particular demon on you, this is what's going on with you. We got different kind of witches out here that are doing stuff, binding rituals, sex rituals, and live at a distance. And they're using these things to cause imbalances in people's life, and they get paid to do this. Yeah, they do naked rituals. So for some of you out here, somebody did some type of naked ritual, and it's a man and a woman that did it in order to send something towards you, in order to try to invoke you, or send dead spirits and demons, or a witch spirit towards you. Because what usually happens is a witch will give an offering to a dead witch to come after you now. So for some of you out here, okay, I wanted you guys to see this, clairvoyance and divination. Now, for some of you out here, for those of you that are tarot card readers, you know what that card is, the High Priestess. But we got witches that are using the tarot cards, and they using it for clairvoyance. I can understand you reading some energy and you getting your own interpretation, but anytime you are using tarot cards to try to communicate with dead spirits, hear the voices of dead spirits, you doing rituals and blood sacrifices with the damn cards. Are you crazy? We got people really doing it. So that's why when somebody say, oh, you using divination, I'd be like, no the hell I'm not. I'm using a deck of cards. Because we got real witches out here that are doing this. They even talk about crisis admirations, and that's when somebody dies dramatically. You understand what I'm saying? You got witches out here that are trying to communicate to the crisis admiration, and it could have been a damn murderer. You understand? And they doing like naked rituals and these satanic rituals in order to, you know, astral projects and entities, attachments your way. And you be looking like, what the fuck is going on? And you ain't have to do anything for this to happen. Because for some of you out here, you got witches out here that are attaching themselves to people. You be looking like, oh shit. You understand? You could be acting in a way you normally wouldn't act. And we got witches that are possessing and doing broomstick spells, necklace spells, not just cauldron, but all kind of things. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, Yeah, they use certain knives. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, here we go, the witch's tools. So for some of you out here, there's a witch running around, and whoever and it could be a man or a woman, they got some fucking tools. She got a broom, she got a little pentagon, she got some shit now. So for some of you out here, I'm gonna share this with you. You want to be aware of this knowledge. And the reason why you want to be aware of this knowledge, because you don't want to be somebody where like something is happening to you. And see, as much as people worry about fighting demons, you need to know how to fight a damn witch. And that doesn't mean resorting, like, don't stoop to their level. So let's say this witch is using this to do everything in the back of this book, because what witches do is cast and banishing magic circles, like they do things like that. So that's why for some of you out here, especially for those of you that love God, if a witch does something to you, don't use nothing that she did or learn what she did and do it back. Don't do that. Because now you igniting and enticing him or her. And it could be a man or a woman that's a witch. You're adding on to their power. So I wanted you guys to be aware of that. And I wanted to share that with you before we jump into this reading. Because we got people that are doing real rituals, witchcraft. And they got a whole witch Bible. So that's why I look at somebody like, yo, you judging somebody with 10 cards. You saw that satanic altar I showed you guys? Get the fuck out of here, man. And for some of you out here, you got people that will use that to try to like recruit you or make your life hell. Like you got people that live at a distance and they get paid good money to do this shit. You understand? Because for some of you out here, at the end of the day, you got people that are using, and men and women are doing it. They are practicing and using things to conjure up things and to send things. And then imagine a witch give an offering to a dead witch, man or woman, family member or not. Because you even got people that got family members that are into those type of things. They practice those things. And you're not aware of it. And that's why, as much as we got people that study demonology and do research, I would say do research on all of it. Because I'm not down with no occult. But for some of you out here, there was somebody running around that they actually practiced that. And then they got the nerve to try to pinpoint and say you the one doing something and you ain't even doing nothing. Get the fuck out of here, man. But for some of you out here, it's like you doing naked rituals. Do you know how powerful some of that shit is? Because as much as people say don't give it power, it's like, are you kidding me? You ain't have to give nothing no power. Something could just outright attack you. And it's like, you mean to tell me a man and a woman got naked and they did some offering and did some satanic ritual and now that shit hit you? And then got the nerve to sit up there and try to say, oh, it was tarot cards? But for some of you out here, I'm telling you, you got men and women witches out here. They doing shit to people. And I'm talking about they are doing a lot. And I mean, oh my God, it's like, what? Ruining people's lives. Living at a distance. You understand what I'm saying? And they're usually isolated. So for some of you out here, pay attention to that. Because most people that practice that, they isolated. They ain't out there in the world. They ain't letting people in their home. They don't want nobody to see that damn altar. Or they might be a group of them that, you know, keep it a secret. And it's like all of y'all did a naked ritual. Hell out of here. First card that came out is the Nine of Cups. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Don't have to be a water sign. It can have one in each chart. So for some of you out here, somebody is very dissatisfied that truth has came out about a situation. You understand what I'm saying? Because for some of you out here, somebody was definitely accusing you and saying things about you that were not true. And that's why I wanted to expose and show that book. Because I was telling anybody, there's nothing wrong with doing research. Nothing wrong. When you go to practice it or somebody sends something to invoke you to get you to practice what the fuck they couldn't do, that's a problem. That's when shit needs to be addressed. Because if some of you out here is a witch that turned around and sent something to you to invoke you and wanted to reenact the rituals that they would normally do from 1857 or whatever century or timeline. And what happens is that they send entities to attach or to do things to you, and you be looking like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And this could have been a man or a woman, or somebody could have hired somebody to do this to you, trying to turn you into something that you're not, all because you got a deck of fucking tarot cards. Because some of you out here, this witch does blood rituals, dance sacrifices, and you know, was trying to paint you out to be somebody, and you're not. That's why when God has his hand on things, God got a way of saying, nah, let's be real here now. Let's tell this shit like it is. Somebody was heavy into the witchcraft, and they was trying to get you into it. And it was like a man or a woman or a family member, somebody did something, a ritual, or like this was somebody that gave an offering to a dead witch to invoke you so they could use your body to do the damn ritual in order to try to like conjure up and summon up something that you would have never did. So it's like they use these rituals to do possession or send possession towards somebody. Fool card here. In the reverse, some of y'all could have been dealing with an Aries, someone with fire in their chart. Yeah. This is getting ready to go back to somebody. Because for some of you out here, you never asked for no gift of clairvoyance. You understand? Or clairaudient. It don't fucking matter. And for some of you out here, there was a witch that tried to enforce that shit. That's why God got a way of stepping in and saying, if you don't get the fuck out of here before I murder you. Because y'all wasn't doing that. And some of y'all, somebody tried to pin something on you and say you was doing something and you was the cause of something. It's like, let's really look at the facts here. The fuck out of here. So this is somebody that had a satanic altar and try to say that's what you had. You ain't even had that shit. That's why God looking out for you and things gonna turn in your favor. Because anybody can say like, that's what the fuck altar they had. Come on now. And this witch was trying to push that shit. Because they was emotionally dissatisfied or thought, for some of you out here, somebody paid somebody to send this towards you or try to use whatever your spiritual practices was and try to convert you and recruit you into that shit. The fuck out of here. Because sometimes if a witch or somebody, like a man and a woman, want somebody, and I had to learn this, they'll do type of ritual acts to try to get you. Send shit towards you, mental chaotic spells, physical body spells, astral projecting, doing things, and it's like, whoa. You ain't even asked for that. And third eye meditation and chakras ain't got shit to do with that. Even like for some of you out here, somebody sent something and paid somebody to do something, and then they try to use you being a tarot card reader as a way to say, oh yeah, you down with this. And somebody found out like, yo, you the one using these tarot cards as divination now. You really trying to, you know, get beyond, you trying to go beyond God with tarot cards, ho? Or whoever this man and woman is. Page of Wands here. Some of y'all could have been dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Don't have to be a fire sign. They can have fire in their chart. You will be receiving communication. Because I would tell anybody, when you really love God and no matter what it is you doing, you wasn't doing that. And somebody really was doing it. And I'm talking about they went hard in the motherfucking paint. So some of you out here, somebody was saying like you was conjuring up and doing all of this, and that ain't what the fuck happened. Let's be real here. That's why for people that research demon, like do deep, like they're demoniologists, like they know demons, they know like what the demon will do, how they will get to you, how they'll latch onto you. There needs to be people that do research on these witches, because there's different type of witches out there. Just because you see a witch out there with some candles or at the Botanica and all that, people quick to say tarot cards is witchcraft. Let's really talk what witchcraft is. Because we got witches out here doing some evil shit. Three of Wands here. Some of y'all could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Don't have to be a fire sign. They can have fire in their chart. But some of you out here, your ships will be coming in. You will be either traveling. There is going to be some type of communication. But anybody can say like, yo, you got witches out there. And there's different ones. So you got witches that's on the Wiccan side. You got witches on the pagan side. You got witches with the devil side. And for some of you out here, somebody built some type of satanic altar and had you on it. And this was an offering or a ritual they had to do in order to try to get some type of control or send some entity to try to control you and possess you to get you to enact the fucking ritual. Because anybody can look and say, what the fuck going on? Let's tell this shit like it is. Because most witches mostly hang around themselves. And for some of you out here, it ain't gonna be no emotional satisfaction. And some of y'all don't know it. A witch sent somebody or used somebody to communicate, and they was doing them naked rituals. So somebody got a house in the distance somewhere where they doing these naked rituals, and you are on their altar. And somebody was trying to say that you had a satanic altar, and whoever did the research and did the investigation and dug up the facts, they're like, whoa, 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 no. Cut the shit. So for some of you out here, whoever was trying to cause the imbalances, because like I said, there's different type of witches now. And if you don't do research, like I said, I don't practice none of this, but I like to have the knowledge of it. Because anybody would say, how do you fight? How do you combat if you can't even see what the fuck is going on? And for some of you out here, it was time for you to see and be aware of what's going on, because certain things started to become a pattern. Four of Pentacles. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Don't have to be an Earth sign. They got birth in their chart. Somebody can't hold on anymore. And for some of you out here, I would highly recommend you don't have to practice witchcraft to study the different type of witches that are out here sending things, conjuring up spirits, working with warlocks, working with vampire energies, working with dead spirits, and then working with fucking low vibrational entities and trying to say that what you spiritually into is the cause of why the entity came. So this is somebody that would try to say, oh, you burning sage is what. You don't get the fuck out of here. So for some of you out here, you're going to have some justice in the situation. And that's because knowledge is very key. And always keep loving God. Because for some of you out here, you might meet other people and they're into certain things and they're not afraid to do those certain things. But anybody that's usually rocking out with God, God got a way of saying, you can learn about it all day. You don't practice that. Don't do that. Because then it's like you going against my power. I already know you read a little energy. But whoever was using these tarot cards to do readings on you, trying to look into your life, and then was doing naked rituals? Damn. Because of some of you out here, somebody astro project and got heavy into like the dark side of witchcraft. And they had you on their altar. This is what they did, and some of y'all don't know, they traveled a distance, and you know, some witches communicated, and whatever they saw, it was like they was amazed, not knowing what type. It was like 3-4 different witches, men and women there. For some of you out there, somebody got like witches in their family. This is what they do. You got the fucking cauldron, you got the satanic altar. It's like, whoa. Six of Cups here. Could have been dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Don't have to be a water sign. They got wood in their chart. For some of you out here, there's a man and a woman witch that gets together and they get paid to destroy lives. And like one is Wiccan, one is pagan, one works with the warlocks, one work with vampire energies, one work with demons. That's why you have demonologists out here. People that study, they don't summon up demons. They don't work with that shit. But they study it to know, to catch on, like, oh shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because these witches did a lot. You put somebody pictures, some cakes and biscuits, you doing naked rituals? Yeah. You astro projecting to try to get somebody? Banishing spells and shit? Judgment in the reverse. For some of you out here, somebody was hoping whatever they sent towards you or whatever was going on, somebody didn't use their judgment. So some of y'all gonna learn to find out that most of these witches that are running around here, especially these dark satanic ones that are doing stuff to people and are practicing on people, and see, you don't have to give power into anything. Tarot cards is not causing that. Let's be real here now. Because with some of you out here, somebody was lying and manipulating and was trying to put something on you, and anybody can say, yo, tarot cards don't do that. And how you're using the tarot cards will determine what direction you going in. So for some of you out here, somebody look at somebody like, when did somebody ever use tarot cards to try to get clear audience? You trying to hear voices, and when? Because for some of you out here, these witches do that. They use tarot cards and they call it divination. They use that shit for divination, for real, like they heavy into it. And it's like, yo, you really trying to use tarot cards. Somebody was trying to use tarot cards to like look into your life, to see what direction your future was going in. And somebody was hoping whoever paid somebody to send something towards you, because they send some strong, whoever these witches are, they wasn't the Blair Witch Project. These was some satanic, dark witches. And they get paid good money to send attachments, to do rituals, to, praise the devil. They did a lot. King of Pentacles in reverse. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Don't have to be an earth sign. They can have earth in their chart. For some of you out here, somebody ain't going to have a business or no stability for doing this to you. Because somebody lied on you and truth is coming out. And for some of you, it was a man and a woman. It was some different type of witches that got together and did some real like dances, sacrifices, and they did things at certain months, certain times, certain days. And somebody was using tarot cards to try to read your life, or was trying to get you to do it. So somebody was trying to get you to go beyond the picture. They wanted to sit up there and was trying to get you to be under some type of illusion that you could do this and you could do that. It's like, if you don't sit your stupid ass down. King of Swords here. Some of y'all could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Don't have to be an air sign. They could have air in their chart. So for some of you out here, whoever lied on you and did something to you, God gonna bring you some justice. Because that's not who you are. And somebody was saying that about you. Lying. Talking about, oh, you praise the devil. And it's like, try to use like whatever you had in your background. Like somebody really did. It was a man and a woman witch. And this could have been their brothers, their sisters, their mother, their father, their uncle, their aunt. They did this shit. And was trying to say it was fucking tarot cards. Knight of Pentacles. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Don't have to be an earth sign. They got earth in their chart. Yeah, whoever sent something towards you and did this and got together, and if you are on anybody's satanic altar, I'm telling you, God getting ready to send somebody in there to set that shit on fire. Straight up. Because there's a King of Swords that's involved as well. Knight of Pentacles. Somebody is mad. They not getting no offer. So whoever runs this as a business, they're about to be broke. And they're about to lose their stability. Because somebody didn't use their judgment. Somebody was just down with doing it and didn't even realize what they were sending towards you or who they asked to come towards you. Because somebody didn't believe God would look out for you. Knight of Swords here. Some of y'all could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Don't have to be an air sign. They can have air in their chart. Yeah, whoever this is, I'm telling you, somebody do not want to, I mean, they don't want no problems with you now. Tower card here in reverse, major arcana. Somebody's not having a breakthrough because of what they did to you. So whoever sent, like, the witch that do the death, like, because, you know, if some of y'all will read the book, I'll say don't do nothing that the book says. Read it. There's a witch that do death magic. There's a witch that do naked rituals. There's a witch that's a Wiccan. There's a witch that's a pagan. So it's like we got 5 fucking witches out here. And they all praising a satanic altar. And you might be on that altar and they might have got paid maybe $4,000 or $400 to do this to you. We got a King of Pentacles here as well. So it could have been 2 men. Well, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4 men, 5 witches. Somebody is not having a breakthrough. 2 of Cups here. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Don't have to be a water sign. They got water in their chart. But some of you out here, I would highly recommend, I would say, do not practice that. Don't. Learn. Because, see, what goes on is that most witches know that you could do certain things to people, and it's like, you don't know. And somebody was trying to pin this on you. Somebody was trying to say, oh, you down with the occult, and you praising the devil. And for some of you out here, somebody investigated, somebody looked and said, no, the fuck they don't. And somebody even tried to say you summoned the witch or you paid the witch, and you ain't do none of that. That's why God got your back. Because somebody got witches in their family, and I'm talking about they heavy into that. But if you not aware and you don't know what's going on, boom, just like that. Because the crazy part is whoever did all of this, y'all don't even know it. Somebody did the most. Like, oh my God. Knight of Wands here. Some of y'all could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Don't have to be a fire sign. They got fire in their chart. Yeah. Somebody told somebody, let me tell you something about these 5 witches and these 4 men. Somebody told somebody, don't do this. So somebody showed a picture of you, or somebody pointed you out through social media. Somebody was saying to somebody, don't do this. Let's pick somebody else. And these witches had the attitude of, fuck that. We doing this. So whoever this is, regret doing this to you. Ace of Pentacles here in reverse. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Don't have to be an earth sign. They got earth in their chart. Because for some of you out here, somebody kept saying your gifts came from these witches. Your gifts came from God. So there's some men and women witches that can't believe that you don't do none of that stuff. And somebody sent that and did that to you and blamed you, and God came through for you and said, nah, that ain't what them gifts don't come from there. Because somebody was saying that you praise the devil and you do satanic witchcraft, spell work with tarot cards and all that. Somebody look like that ain't the truth. And that's why God got a way of showing, like, yo, if I want somebody to have a gift, I pick and choose who I want to have a gift. Some of these witches were so jealous. God picked you and gave you a real gift because of your heart and your intentions. You wasn't doing none of this. Chariot card here. Could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Don't have to be a water sign. They got water in their chart. You know why that pause happened like that just now? Because when you start inviting God and the Holy Ghost into your house, and you start speaking some truth about some things, and you start bringing in awareness, God got a way of saying, well, let me come on in. You got the Chariot card here. Some of y'all are going to be traveling, or somebody going to be traveling to you, but somebody was like travel to do this shit. They travel, and it was probably a couple, a man and a woman, or 2 friends. Somebody traveling did this shit. And some of y'all going to be traveling because what you do came from God. You didn't do no satanic rituals. You ain't build no satanic altars. So now all of these witches, these men and women witches that did anything to you, all of them gonna pay for that shit. Seven of Swords here. Some of y'all could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Don't have to be an air sign. Got air in their chart. Somebody ain't gonna be able to sneak you or talk about you anymore, because somebody gonna look and say like, yo. Because I'm gonna tell you something. Most witches, they hang amongst themselves. You're isolated. You don't want nobody in your home because you don't want nobody to see that satanic altar. You don't want nobody to know like you really giving offerings to dead spirits, ghosts, and demons in order to try to get what you want. And for some of you out here, somebody kept trying to say, oh, you a Wiccan, you live in a pagan lifestyle because you read energy? That's bullshit now. Somebody lied. Tarot cards is not inviting in blood sacrifices and rituals and dead spirits. And for some of you out here, somebody had a real satanic altar and said, oh, you had that. It's like somebody did investigation and said, when, where? Please. Moon card here. Some of y'all could have been dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Don't have to be a water sign. They got water in their chart. So for some of you out here, these witches that work with these vampire energies, or these male witches, they are so mad that God loves you. They're mad. They can't believe it. Because for some of you out here, they went through a lot of work. Rituals, dances, blood sacrifice. They did a lot. And somebody was saying like, that's what you do in order to get the downloads that you get. So God came through and said, let me show you something. Ain't none of that involved. Tarot cards is not doing what the hell that book is saying. Let's cut the shit here. Because somebody was trying to say you using tarot cards as a way to read, and you trying to read into the future, and you doing blood sacrifices and naked rituals, and somebody looking like, get the fuck out of here now. So for some of you out here, somebody sent something to invoke you to practice what they were practicing. It would be that witch shit. That's why it didn't work. That's why for some of you out here, somebody couldn't sacrifice you. They gotta fucking go. Because somebody was swearing up and down, either you would be impressed, or this would have like led you down to some type of dark path. And it's like, get the fuck out of here. Nine of Swords here. Some of y'all could have been dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Don't have to be an air sign. They can have air in each chart. I'm going to share this with you right now. Y'all don't need to lose no sleep, because God saw everything. And see, when God know the truth, can't get away from it. So for some of you out here, these witches, these men and women witches, they don't praise God. You already see what they praising. You understand what I'm saying? But whoever got your picture or your name carved in anything on a fucking satanic altar, they about to have some problems. Because somebody was definitely trying to say this is what you into, and you not into that. Eight of Wands here. Could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Don't have to be a fire sign. They could have fire in their chart. Yeah, but some of you out here, man, it's about to be some communication. Because Eight of Wands is Jacob ladder to heaven. So it's like God in heaven got a way of communicating, saying if you don't back these men and these women, would you back these broads and these dudes up? Because that's who would back them up, God. Because for some of you out here, somebody was doing something and they was hoping you would like convert, like you would give in. And somebody looking like, you gotta be kidding me. It's like, this is not, you. For some of you out here, God was fighting a battle. He's still fighting this battle, because y'all got people that's backing you saying, yo, that's not what happened. Stop lying. Because whoever these men and women witches are, they due to the fact they with the satanic side, they sticking to their fucking lies. Straight up. Yeah, Temperance card here. Some of y'all could have been dealing with a Sagittarius. But for some of you out here, by you staying patient, by you telling the truth and being honest and dedicated to who you are, somebody know like ain't no tarot cards doing that. Cut it out now. Because somebody was trying to blame tarot cards as a way of, oh, that's divination, and that led into what went on. And somebody looking like, that ain't what the fuck happened. Stop lying. Because for some of you out here, these witches, these men and women witches took it upon themselves to communicate and go against God, and felt like, okay, well, you know, they thought they would pick you and you would just be some random, like, you know, some random yogurt they get out the supermarket, not knowing who they really picked on. So for some of you out here, God, you know, gave you a gift, or he's about to give you a gift, or there's a gift you got that naturally came from God. And these men and women, witches, was trying to take credit and was trying to use you or get you on their side, and everybody looking like, yo, that's not who somebody is, so why the fuck you keep lying? These men and women witches did everything in their power to try to take you out. That was their goal. Yeah, the Emperor card here. Some of y'all could have been dealing with someone, Aries, or someone that got fired in HR, but yeah, they couldn't get no authority over you, and that was God. God kept showing them like, yo, if you don't get the hell out of here, cut the shit. Because whoever these witches are, oh my God, they some low vibrational. Oh man, yeah, Death card here, Major Arcana. Some of y'all could have been dealing with a Scorpio, but there is going to be a transformation. For some of you out here, there was a witch that did death magic, a witch that did moon magic. So these 5 witches and these 4 men witches, they all was into something different, but they all goes back to that satanic altar. Because somebody did research and found out you ain't have no fucking satanic altar. Not ever. Not ever. So that's why something didn't turn in these witches' favor. Straight up. Somebody was over here trying to say the meditation you did causes. It's like bullshit. Bullshit. Queen of Pentacles here. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Don't have to be an earth sign. It got birth in their chart. But some of you out here, you gonna be in a Queen of Pentacle energy. God is gonna take care of you. Because for some of you out here, somebody was trying to say the meditation or whatever you were studying led to this, and somebody did a thorough investigation and said, get the fuck out of here, stop lying. You're lying. And these satanic men and women witches, they were sticking to some shit. And they kept doing the same rituals over and over and over. They kept doing it repetitively. Going to the same graveyards, the same dead spirits. And somebody got this in their bloodline. Like, this is what the fuck they family do. And they get paid to do this shit. 8 of Swords here. Could have been dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Don't have to be an air sign. They got air in their chart. So yeah, somebody was trying to raise somebody anxiety. They was doing a lot and trying to make it seem like you're the cause of it. So this is somebody that do, like, one of these witches do mental manipulation magic. You understand what I'm saying? And somebody had to do naked rituals to try to get whatever to attach to your body. So it's like, if you can get somebody, if you can get 5 or 9 people to do naked rituals in order to cause anxiety or do stomach spells, mental spells, mouth spells, back spells, you know, and cause problems, it's like, yo. 6 of Swords here. Some of y'all could be dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Don't have to be an air sign. I got air in their chart. But some of you out here, you're going to go forward because somebody was trying to make you be afraid of, like, getting old. And that's what these witches was doing. They wanted you to be always in constant fear, desperate, wanted you to not be able to go forward, and caused a lot of imbalances and was trying to psychologically manipulate you and say, yo, you're the cause of it. And it's like, no, you're not. No, the fuck you not. Strength card here. Some of y'all could have been dealing with a Leo. For some of you out here, somebody's not in their strength, and somebody was using, these witches was doing stuff so you wouldn't be in your fucking strength. Straight up. So for some of you out here, you're going to be all right. The Hierophant here. You being, this is somebody that wanted spiritual authority in the situation, but this Hierophant was like the head man witch or the head woman witch that had spiritual authority over all these fucking witches. And they was committed on taking you out. Whoever did the death magic or the death rituals or sent this towards you, they was fucking committed. And God kept coming on in, saying, nah, stop lying. Stop lying. Because for some of you out here, this Hierophant thought like they was just going to get what they want regardless of what. Straight up. Because this Hierophant, like this man and these women witches, they was adamant on that shit. And they went to the dead, and the dead granted them favors. So now they're upset because everybody looking now saying like, yo, you're lying. You basically send death rituals, and whoever the witch that does the death shit, that bitch is in trouble. Straight up. We're trying to kill your ass off. 4 of Cups here. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Don't have to be a water sign. It got water in their chart. Yeah. But some of you out here, you ain't offered shit to no witches. So now somebody looking like, how the fuck these witches is down here? You wasn't doing no witch offering, but you ain't no pagan worshiper. None of that. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. So for some of you out here, some truth it done been revealed. Sun card here. Some of y'all could have been dealing with a Leo, but something's going to be illuminated. One of these witches do spells with the damn sun. You see these two dressed in white? So for some of you out here, somebody goes out like they live at a distance in a country, a town, or whatever, and this is what they do. They do rituals with the sun in order to try to send things towards you. And Wheel of Fortune, karma is a bitch. Because whatever these men and women witches sent to you or did to you, this shit going right back to them. Somebody works with the blood of a rat or dragon's blood or monkey's blood. So somebody got the head of a dead monkey or the tail of a monkey, a rat eyes or a rat tail, and they work with dragon's blood, and they do like blood sacrifices using like these 3 Pacific bloods in order to petition the satanic altar to try to send death your fucking way. And somebody do sun spells. The moment the sun come up, they out there dressed in whatever they dressed in order to do them damn sun rituals. That's for a group of you out there. 10 of Swords here. Some of y'all could have been dealing with an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Don't have to be an air sign that got air in their chart. Yeah, somebody did all of this to backstab you and betray you, and they was committed to this shit. And for some of you out here, somebody got this in their family. This is what the fuck they family do. And I'm talking about, you don't even do this. So for some of you out here, it's like God is on your side, and God got people looking like, so when? What? This person never did that. They never gave you an offering for shit. What you did this for? And for some of you out here, these men and women witches did it because they felt like it. 7 of Cups here. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Don't have to be a water sign. They got water in their chart. Yeah, somebody definitely, they went hard in the paint with this shit. Because for some of you out here, somebody was hoping you would find one of their little witch dens and you would go want to live there. And it's like, anybody want to live in that shit? 2 of Wands here. Some of y'all could have been dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Don't have to be a fire sign. They got fire in their chart. Somebody ain't going to have no choice but to leave your ass the fuck alone. Especially this man or this woman witch that was doing the death rituals, trying to force some type of transformation, do it naked rituals and blood sacrifices with the satanic altar. It's like, you ain't shit about you satanic. But these men and women witches are, and somebody lied and was saying that about you, and somebody kept saying like, yo, that ain't even the fucking truth. Stop fucking lying. Straight up. Somebody really do, and whoever don't know, they're about to find out. We got the Hangman here. Yeah, but some of you out here, that was the whole point of doing this. They wanted you to sacrifice. Somebody thought you would hang yourself. Because somebody sent some strong, these witches were strong. These men and women witches were strong like a motherfucker. And then it's like, they would do witchcraft and sex in order to send things towards you. And you ain't even do nothing. So it's like somebody communicating to you against your will, and sending shit to you, and attacking you, and fucking up your life, and then got the nerve to say it's your fault. Nine of Wands here. You could have been dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Don't have to be a fire sign. They got fire. They charge. Y'all got gangs of people screaming. Ain't no tarot cards doing that now. Because somebody see how you actually read the tarot cards. Somebody looking like, you know, you're not trying to read the future. You're not going against God. You're not over here acting like you know the card. You could hear the sound of a crossed over loved one. Get the fuck out of here. So for some of you out here, the devil played one hell of a trick on them. And had them believing that what they was doing was going to work. And they got paid to do this. And some of them live at a distance. Because somebody was saying, you praising this, you praising that. And everybody looking like, yo, that's somebody that praises God, yo. Bullshit. Are you lying? Empress card here. For some of you out here, I don't know if one of these men witches like wanted you to get pregnant by them, or somebody was trying to like get you to fall in love, or whatever transpired. Because for some of you out here, there was a woman witch and a man witch that was like trying to swap you out so they could step in. This shit didn't go according to plan. Some of y'all going to be able to give new birth to new ideas, new projects. Star card here, Major Arcana. I don't know who this is. Man, if this witch don't put some clothes on. Somebody do night rituals, naked night rituals when the stars and the moon come out. So we got the sun witches, we got the moon witches, and it's men and women. Soon as nighttime come on, then they doing this. Because somebody knew you were empress. Or whoever this is wanted to be an empress so bad. And they still not seen as one. Ten of Wands here. You could have been dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Don't have to be a fire sign. They got fire in their chart. Yeah, for some of you out here, somebody know this was a big mistake. They know it. They fucking, these men and these women, whoever's in denial and whoever's over here that keep banging their head against that satanic altar, it's a big problem now. Page of Pentacles. Some of y'all could have been dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Don't have to be an earth sign. They got birth in their chart because y'all never made no offer to no damn witches. So now somebody looking like, where the fuck did y'all come from? Or who told y'all it was okay to do this shit? Straight up. Somebody looking at somebody like, why you keep lying on somebody, making up shit, doing shit, and you did that shit just because. So some of you out here, these men and these women, witches, got together and you was like a test run. They wanted to see, will the shit work? Because somebody didn't believe God would have your back. Straight up. Somebody did not want to believe that. And I'm talking about they did graveyard spells, death spells. Motherfuckers is over here saying like whatever you into is the reason why they had a reasonable cause. And it's like, you wasn't doing no tree magic. Somebody was trying to use any and everything against you to manipulate you like you the cause of that shit. And that's why God got your back. That's why for people that, you know, study certain things, I'm this kind of person. I don't practice none of it, but I like to be aware of it. But somebody was even trying to say, oh, you studying it as a gateway and that's how you let demonic... But get the fuck out of here. Some of y'all was minding your own business and these witches got together and decided to just... And they ain't just do it to people like you. They did it to a bunch of people and very few survived. Because some people died of what the fuck these witches did. But see, you can't trace that kind of shit back. How the hell you gonna find a witch that you never met? You never saw. But they know who the fuck you are. What are the oracle messages for this reading? That's why I highly recommend for everybody to praise God. No matter what somebody do, don't incorporate and do it back. Because for some of you out here, you didn't have to touch tarot cards for these witches to attack you. They did it just because. That was proven too. So for some of you out here, you ain't have to touch these tarot cards. They still would have attacked you and did this to you. Making all these offerings to these entities and dead spirits and sitting up there doing things, but yet manipulating you and trying to recruit you at the same time. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Because your gifts really came from God. And God decided to give you the gifts, especially once they saw like, yo, you doing that to somebody now. Cut the shit. Stop lying. Yeah, these witches cause confusions and illusions, doing all this confusion and illusion magic. So for some of you out here, even when you wore your glasses, these witches was doing witchcraft on your fucking glasses. Sending illusions. Celebration, gifts, and abundance. God will celebrate you and God going to send you some gifts. One of the gifts is going to be is whatever you got robbed of, your time, if your vessel got destroyed on any physical way, if you just take care of yourself and go to the doctor, let me tell you something, God will perform miracles and heal you. Because for some of you out here, these witches did stuff to you and it caused a lot of imbalances to you. So for some of you out here, pay attention to your diet, keep reading your Bible, keep fasting. You understand what I'm saying? Because you ain't have to touch these cards for them damn witches to come down and just raise hell on you or use you to raise hell and you ain't even do nothing. So keep praising that man upstairs. Freedom and opportunity. Some of y'all gonna get some new opportunities, and what you don't know is God is going to give you freedom in a positive way. So take care of your health, keep your appointments, do what you need to do. Because for some of you out here, pay attention to who you get with, who you talk with, because you got people out here that are practicing things and they are doing things, and it's like they try to lie and manipulate and say, oh, that's you, and that's not who you are. Could have been an earth sign involved, a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. So for some of you out here, it's like, you know, hang in there. And try to eat more vegetables. Straight up. Try to eat more vegetables. Take care of yourself and you gonna be alright. Separation and longing. For some of you out here, somebody may be going through a separation, and I would say, you know, just stay out of it. But some of this caused some type of separation, and something's coming to an end. Yeah, shadow side and dark moon ritual. You don't even do none of that. So for some of you out here, it could have been an earth sign involved that was lying on you, saying, oh, you do moon rituals. And somebody looked like, when? So whoever did an investigation on a situation, you're going to be all right. Yeah, it could have been a water sign involved. A Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Don't have to be a water sign. They got water in their chart. Because somebody thought like you would get together and you would be down with some shit. And that's not who you are. But it's good to have the knowledge. So that way you don't get caught up in no shit like that. Because ain't no cards doing that to somebody. Because if that was the case, when you do cartomancy, regular playing cards, it should be a bunch of broomstick holes flying around. Oh, God. Slapping things up, causing imbalances, snatching eyes and hair. Like, this shit, right? Anybody can look, say, ain't no cards doing that. Yeah, somebody do mirror magic. Somebody mirror done shattered. We're trying to reflect and project something on to you that's not true. So whatever entities or spirits they was working with, and it could have been an earth sign and a water sign doing this shit, they got some shit coming their way. We got a fire sign out here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So whoever was over here, for some of you out here, y'all got witches. One witch does something with dirt. It's an earth witch, a water witch, and a fire witch. So whoever got you on the altar is trying to get you to, I guess, get set on fire, try to get you to drown, try to get you to be poisoned by earth elements. So this is somebody that wants you to, like, pray that you will be near a tree that has poison ivy. These are some wicked men and women. Yeah, they was planting seeds for the springtime. Somebody was hoping that whatever seeds that they planted, this would work. So these are some of the men witches that was trying to do like spiritual sex magic and witchcraft magic towards you. Shit. That's all. How do you fight something like that? Yeah, somebody don't have a family, somebody don't have a home, and somebody not committed because of what they're about to lose this. Straight up. For some of you out here, these men and women witches are so bitter and so nasty that they nobody don't want to be bothered with them. Yeah. Keep expressing your truth at the end of the day, because there is some type of truth. And whatever you've been researching or whatever you find out, truth, somebody, and let me tell you something, somebody investigated, somebody know you telling the truth. So don't walk around thinking like, oh, it's a never ending story, or oh, you, no. And I want you guys to know that, because sometimes when you go through something long enough, these mother lovers here was trying to get you to believe like, oh, you the cause of it, and thought something will follow you till you old and gray and have you believing like, oh, you the reason. No, the fuck you not. That's why if God got you walking in strength, God gonna keep blessing you in strength, because whoever was trying to manipulate and make you feel guilty and lie after they caused the destruction, anybody can look and say like, you watched them come down and you didn't do nothing. Yeah, this feminine energy here. So like I said, it was a leader of these witches, and whoever the leader was, they opened up their third eye demonically, satanically. They had a satanic third eye, and they was trying to inflict that shit on you. It might have had 3 sisters, 3 aunts, or 3 friends to follow up with their ass. Because for some of you out here, somebody couldn't believe that you are a divine feminine, meaning like you love God. You went to God. You didn't go to no damn ritual or pagan Wiccan party asking for no damn gifts. That's why these witches attacking you. This shit about to go back to them and where they live at. Healing inner child. Somebody never healed their inner child. So somebody has some issues since childhood, or been doing these witch practices since childhood, and then had the nerve to try to inflict that shit on you. Yeah, chemistry and passion. So for some of you out here, somebody don't have no chemistry or passion. It's like some of these men witches fell out of love with these women witches because it was like enough is enough. When are you going to stop? Yeah, get ready to receive and open. Because for some of you out here, you got some beautiful things coming your way, and that's God. That's God. Nurturing, compassion. So for some of you out here, somebody was trying to get you to be nurturing or have compassion about a situation. I would say, fuck that. Don't. You told the truth, and trust and believe, be patient, keep waiting on God and go forward, because these men and these women witches know whatever they sent or did to you, and whatever illusions or confusions that they caused, they got some fucking consequences coming their way, and you ain't gotta wish it. Yeah, memories and nostalgia. So for some of you out here, for some of you, God gonna make sure they remember what they did, how they did it, and they gonna feel what the fuck they did to you. You don't gotta wish this shit. Because some of them was doing memory magic, memory spells, try to fuck your memory up, wipe that shit out. It's like, nah, come on now. There's an unexpected storm getting ready to come your way. Because for some of you out here, not saying this is going to come towards you, it's going to come towards these satanic men and women witches that did this shit to you. Oh, and when this happened, because for some of you out here, like I said, these witches do, like the one that do the death spells work with the dead. The divine is not going to intervene or even detour the consequences or the karma that's getting ready to happen for they fucking ass for doing this to you. But somebody damn sure is trying to fuck up your memory and get you to believe and confuse you and try to make you believe that you was practicing some witch shit that you don't know nothing about. So anybody can say, how can somebody do something that they never been shown and never been taught? You had to possess somebody or send something to invoke them to take over them to do that shit, because they never did that a day in their fucking life. So these men and women witches know, or these entities that got sent towards you, even these graveyard spirits and dead spirits, they all know they got to come into them. Because somebody looking at somebody like, so How would they know to do this? Because you fucking told them. And then you try to get them to believe that they did it on their own, or they smoked some weed and drank some liquor. So for some of you out here, God got a trick for all of these motherfuckers. That's why somebody fucking mad. For some of you out here, these witches still been trying to get you to kill yourself, sacrifice, take yourself out, because anybody can say, somebody can't do something unless you show them. And somebody looked at your childhood and saw you wasn't doing that, and they looked at your adulthood and they said, no, that ain't what happened. Why you lying? So even whatever satanic altar they got up, that satanic altar, them graveyard spirits, those ghosts and them demons is about to beat the shit out of somebody. Because somebody looking like, yo, you lying. You had to invoke and possess somebody to get them to do them fucking rituals. Because they would have never known to do it, so how the fuck they doing it? So somebody even looked at what you researched and they said they wasn't researching that. Why the fuck are you lying? Present, abundant, and gratitude. Somebody gonna be broke like a motherfucker and trust and believe they not gonna be able to see the present in something. Because somebody damn sure try to get away. That's why God not intervening in something. God looking like hell no. Because the only way somebody would do something, you had to take over them or send an entity or do a strong black magic witch ritual to do this to somebody. And then you got the nerve to try to make, because some of you out here, somebody was blaming tarot cards saying you did this, you smoked some bad weed. That ain't what the fuck happened. Because somebody looked at what got done and somebody acting like, so how did they know to do that? Because you fucking hopped on them and you got them to do that. Stop fucking lying. Yeah, somebody got some decisions to make, because somebody know, like, whoever try to send death to follow you, you ain't got to wish it. Death about to be knocking at their fucking door. Everybody that's involved. Because somebody damn sure was trying to project some shit on you. And cause imbalances. And trust and believe whatever you lost, God gonna take care of you. Go forward. Because somebody got to take accountability for this shit, and it's not you. Yeah, somebody was trying to say your third eye. No, third eye gave some fucking clarity. Ain't no third eye. Ain't no third eye teaching anybody how to do no damn witch rituals or blood sacrifices. So for some of you out here, these men and women witches and these entities that they use along with these dead fucking spirits, they know they got some shit coming their way. That's why God is not going to step in on some shit and say, you know what, nah, fuck that. Yeah, because somebody is not getting the offer, and whoever got paid to do this to you, they all about to be broke. Straight up. Yeah, deception and temptation. So somebody can't deceive somebody or tempt somebody, and they fucking try. But for some of you out here, somebody was trying to say it was weed, and somebody looking like, nah, ain't no weed do that. You did that. Because somebody know you didn't know nothing of the sorts. And ain't no tarot cards doing that. Somebody looking like, yo, you bold. And somebody also knew if you would have died from this, because some people died from what some of these men and women witches did, or with dead spirits and entities that they work with and conjured up and sent. Somebody know this shit going back to them. They don't give a fuck where they live. This shit going right back to their fucking house. They about to get some shit bump in the night. Yeah, masculine was involved. So for some of you out here, there's a man witch looking like we should have been stopped, and the rest of them was looking at this person like, oh fuck it. And for some of you out here, you embody some type of masculine energy, and God had a way of saying, you know what, I'm gonna deal with this feminine menace. For some of you out here is men and women witches that did this shit. They ain't had probable cause, they did it. And they wanted you to believe you smoked or drank or did something. You ain't do a fucking thing, because somebody looking like, yo, how somebody would do all of that, and they never studied that a day in their fucking life. So that's why God got your back, and some of y'all gonna be free. You gonna get back to comfortability, self-worth, and expectation. Because for some of you out here, you discovered your self-worth, but somebody was banking and had expectations you would die from this shit, and you didn't. So whatever physical problems, ailments, or anything, take care of your health, take care of yourself, keep networking with people. God is going to restore you and take care of you. Because this shit ain't even your fucking fault. You ain't got to worry about being rejected or lost or being dismantled. Because somebody kept doing something and doing something and doing something, and it's not working. So let's say they got you on that satanic altar. That satanic altar is about to fuck all of them up. Because everybody looking at her like, yo, what are you doing? And it was a man and a woman that did this shit. Yeah, because whoever was trying to, like, get you to just believe you're the problem, everybody know, like, and whoever got involved, they know, like, oh, this shit will never be closed out for what they did to you. So this shit is going to haunt them for the rest of their life and their lineage and their generation. Somebody know this. You don't got to wish this shit. Yeah, because somebody didn't want you to remember your awakening, and somebody looking like, yo, during the time of your awakening, you wasn't practicing no fucking satanic rituals. So somebody was trying to say you opening up your third eye or whatever you was studying did this is like bullshit. Somebody was over here saying you was trying to learn how to be clairvoyant, or if you was meditating or whatever, somebody was trying to blame your meditation. Somebody looking like, no, you took over you sent something to take over somebody to try to get what the fuck you want, and now the motherfuckers is about to die. That's why you ain't gotta wish no evil. Self-care and energy. Because with some of you out here, by you taking care of yourself, and your energy is what protected you too. So somebody looking like, yo, somebody doesn't have satanic energy in they fucking aura, so what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. So for some of you out here, somebody tried to play as if they was your higher self, and they ain't no higher shit. Because we don't make nobody do no shit like that. So somebody knew, like, they lied from the rip. They, like, attack. For some of you out here, these men and these women witches attack you because they thought the truth would never come out. That's why God kept looking out for you. And whoever the witch that sent the death and the spiritual dead doll shit and the poltergeist shit, that bitch got some shit coming her way. Man and woman. Because there was men and women witches that did this shit, hoping like you would join. And lying, you about to have a rebirth in the wintertime. So keep loving yourself, go to your doctor's appointment, and know that none of this shit is not your fault. You didn't make offerings to no fucking witches, and you ain't have no satanic altar. Let's cut the shit. Yeah, these men and women witches did that because they wanted control over you. That's what the shit was about. Hoping that they could get you and use you to try to get you to recruit other motherfuckers. And then make you believe you're the problem. No problem. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Somebody wanted control. Guarded and vulnerable. So for some of you out here, you're very guarded, and whatever's going on, somebody is vulnerable now to a situation because they know, like, yo, you lied. That person would have never did that a day in their life. Somebody saw how they invoked you and how they moved your body, and somebody looking like, yo, that person don't even know what you doing. You're doing that to them. Why the fuck are you? But some of you out here, these men and women witches, whoever did some shit to you, you ain't gotta, please don't feel guilty and don't wish nothing. Some of y'all don't know God getting ready to send a storm down on these motherfuckers, and somebody looking like, yo, how you take over their brain and do that? Because somebody did mental magic. Somebody looking like, yo, you're doing that to them. They would have never did that on their own. Ain't no weed or no shit like that doing that. Stop fucking lying. So somebody really looked at a situation from A to Z. They looking like, where it start, what went on, what's going on. And somebody looking like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, and why would you move that person that way to conjure up that shit? So somebody know these men and women witches, they use you. Because they ain't want you to have creation. They ain't have no self-love or creation. And that's why God is about to definitely take care of you. The fuck, and it's a man and a woman that did that shit. Yeah, somebody ain't gonna be able to attack you in your dreams, because some of these witches did dream magic. Whoever was the night, the moon, and the sun witch, they did shit to you. And somebody looking like, yo, you sent them evil spirits. You did that shit to somebody. Stop lying. Yeah, but some of you out here, it ain't gonna be no motherfucking... Let me tell you something. Some of y'all about to have unity. God is about to unite them and beat their ass for doing this to you. You ain't got to worry about a stalemate or avoidance. Because God got a way. Let me tell you something. When God get ready, God got a way of saying, you're going to clean this shit up. And some of you just got to go forward and just know God seen the truth. So God looking at somebody like, yo, how long are you going to try to put up this front? Ain't no weed doing that to somebody. How somebody keep asking somebody, how the fuck somebody gonna do something that they never learned and never saw? So where did they get it from? They didn't conjure that up. They didn't make no offering to that. Where the fuck did it come from? Because with some of you, these men and women witches, they just outright attacked your motherfucking ass and you wasn't doing nothing. Ain't no fucking cards doing that to nobody. Fucking lying. And they did some strong satanic ritual magic on. And they did this to a lot of people. And some people died. Some people committed suicide because of what the fuck they did. Like, you and a few others actually survived what these motherfuckers did. Straight the fuck up. Because somebody keep asking somebody like, yo, why you keep lying? How long was the fucking charade gonna go on? And God got a way of looking like, okay, when? Or what you thought was gonna happen. You was just gonna do this shit and it's not gonna be no... Because whoever did the investigation, they looking now saying, oh, you fucking lying. Because somebody looked at A to Z. And somebody looking like, oh, man, you's a fucking liar. Tarot cards ain't do all of that now. Because somebody also looked and saw when you didn't have the tarot cards, they looking like, yo, you still doing shit. And somebody is aware that some of the shit that got done, you ain't know shit about that. Even the shit you was researching, you didn't know none of that shit. And for some of you out here, these men and women witches use what the fuck was around you and try to manipulate it to make it look like it was you. That was the game plan. That was the goal, to keep you fucked up. And then have you feel fucked up after they fucked you up. Are you kidding me? So somebody know they're not getting away with that shit. Closing energies for this reading for my collective. Page of Pentacles. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Don't have to be an earth sign. Have earth in your chart. Whatever you do, keep studying. Keep praising God. So for some of you out here, you studying and you running with God is what's going to help you, because you're going to learn more knowledge. You're going to be aware of certain things. And don't worry, God going to take care of you. Some of y'all got an offer coming in. It may not be a lot. Page of Pentacles could be like, you know, a page. Maybe some crumbs, but keep studying. Some of you might be getting ready to go into an internship program. We got the Lovers here, Major Arcana. For some of you out here, you don't, if you're single right now, that's fine. That's okay. God is gonna take care of you. Don't worry about it. Because for some of you out here, there's somebody that cannot be your lover, and whoever pretended to be your lover, oh, they gonna pay. That man and that woman, they gonna pay for that shit. We got the Hierophant here. So for some of you out here, you could have been dealing with a Taurus. This is like somebody these men and women witches did something to have spiritual authority over you, and they was fucking committed. They was committed to this shit. And they wanted you to be committed to like fucking yourself up. This shit, this Hierophant is down with it. This Hierophant gonna get fucked up too. Wheel of Fortune reverse. Something is not going to turn in somebody's favor. Whoever whoever was involved and whoever did this and whoever used any entities, ghosts, poltergeist spirits, if any occult fucking leaders was involved in fucking with you, they getting it too. Because you ain't down with no fucking occult. Seven of Cups here. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Don't have to be a water sign. They got water in their chart. Yeah, but some of you out here, somebody didn't want you to have no options. And somebody did this thinking that you would give up. So somebody thought if you didn't have a relationship or if certain things was ripped away, that you would give up on God, and throughout the whole shit, you never turned on God, and that's why God got a way of saying, well, let's reveal this shit for what the fuck it really is now. Since motherfuckers want to sit up here and keep trying to blame you and lie on you and sabotage you, and it's like everybody's fucking watching. So God got a way of saying, let me step the fuck in and help you out. Because what you was studying didn't do this. Two of Wands here. You could have been dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Don't have to be a fire sign. They got fire in their chart. Somebody got mental problems, and now somebody is going to be forced to make a fucking choice. Because Two of Wands deal with back and forthness. So whoever this is that was doing the back and forthness, causing the imbalances, damn, sabotage a love relationship, these men and these women witches, and especially this Hierophant that wanted spiritual authority, that was dedicated on ruining you. Watch how God turn that shit around. The shit not going to turn in their favor. Yeah, the Hangman here. That's why you're not being sacrificed. Because that death witch was adamant. Like, oh, they gonna be, you gonna be dead. And I'm talking about for you to do naked rituals and incantation spells and death magic spells and witchcraft and sex spells on somebody to kill off their whole body. There are people that really died. People that had like heart conditions, physical conditions, or like deep mental issues that can't handle being alone and going through certain things. Yo, people died because of what these men and women witches did. And that's why you're not being sacrificed, because somebody looking like, yo, somebody never even studied what the fuck you did to them. So how the fuck are you over here now and you're doing this shit? And it's like, come on. So for some of you out here, that is your biggest proof that holds you up. Somebody looked and said like, yo, this person never studied that and they don't know about that. You did that to them. Page of Wands here. Some of y'all could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Don't have to be a fire sign. They got fire in their chart. Just know you're going to be okay. And keep praising God. Nine of Pentacles. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Don't have to be an earth sign. They got earth in their chart. But some of you out here, you got some finances coming to you. And please go to school. You're going to be all right. Straight up. Because for some of you out here, what you're studying and what you know will help change the life of others. Because I'm the kind of person, knowledge is free. But I just feel like if you're going to know about demons and demonology and different demons, you need to know about these fucking different witches. And you don't have to touch tarot cards. You don't have to be even spiritual. You don't have to be in seventh chakra energy, chi energy, none of that. For satanic men and women witches to fucking attack you or to send something towards you just because. Or use dead spirits. Let's say these witches had dead spirits, like dead loved ones now that crossed over that said, fuck it. Since my son or daughter is a practitioner and they trying to get at you and they can't do it, I'll hop out of my grave and do it myself. Because some of you out here, some of these witches had some dead fucking relatives that thought they was bold enough to come towards you. So there's about to be a big fucking issue. Nine of Pentacles, you are fully abundant and you got some blessings coming your way. Stay focused, and whatever physical ailments or anything you went through due to this being this happening to you that is not your fault, God gonna take care of you. Because God can work miracles, so you're gonna be all right. That's all. So to everyone out there in the collective, this was you guys' general reading. Thank you for tuning in, and I would highly recommend that, do your studies. Always praise God first. Don't ever practice or do anything that can cause you problems or issues. Even if something's being done to you, don't do it back. Let God fight your battles. If you're interested in booking a personal reading with me, all my information will be down below in the description box. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.